Happy Thanksgiving, guys. It's Santi here. I am with my older brother Alex here at my sister's and brother-in-law's house here in Webster, South Dakota. We just had our fill of some good grub, some of the traditional fixing for Thanksgiving, you know, turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, mixed veggies, a whole bunch of good desserts, all kinds of good stuff, very filling food. It's just been nice. We had a nice family time. Also, our stepdad and mom and our niece and nephew in on the mix as well. So nice gathering of 8, not too large, not too small, kind of like Goldilocks, just right. So yeah, we're here, video number 11 in this series. This will be the first of 4 analysis videos that I intend to do during the duration of a tournament. And all of the 32 teams have played at least one match up to this point. So it's the first of the 3 rounds in the group stage is all complete. And yeah, we'll just be talking about that a little bit. Kind of neat, Alex, that the first video I did in this house in a World Cup series back 4 years ago for Russia 2018, that video, Football Basics, Rich helped me film that video, and it was really neat when we did that video. I think it was March 31st, 2018, and our niece Jenna was only 4 days old, and now she's 4 years old, which is pretty crazy. And our nephew Connor, he's 3, so he's chasing right behind her. But yeah, so just kind of neat. And now you have a couple trivia questions that you're going to be asking me, right?
Which World Cup had the most? Which World Cup had the most goals in it for the whole World Cup, all of the games together?
Yeah, average goals per match,
yeah.
Right? That would be the Switzerland 1954 tournament.
Okay. Then which World Cup had the least amount of goals in it?
That would be the Italy 1990 tournament. And the neat thing is, in that 1954 tournament, in my opinion, the greatest World Cup unique squad offense, Hungary 1954. They scored 27 goals in only 6 matches, so like an average of 4.5 goals a match. And then when you look at Italy 1990, you have, in my opinion, the defense that is like the all-time greatest World Cup defense, Italy's defense in 1990, that didn't concede a single goal for the first 518 minutes on the pitch. It was finally Argentina in the semifinal in the 68th minute that broke through that almost impregnable defense. But yeah, kind of some neat things there. So Alex, what have you thought about some of the things that have unfolded in the World Cup so far?
Well, Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia was not fun.
No.
I'd say, I don't know, the Netherlands winning 2-0 in the midst of, Louis van Gaal's cancer is very heartening. I really hope to see the Netherlands take it as far as they can. And I really hope we can stick it to Great Britain and declare independence on the soccer field, as well as the actual real independence.
Yes.
We always get our butts kicked by them, I'm sure. So you know, it's time to show England that the Americans are no soccer pushovers.
Yes, and we play them in our second round robin match in Group B tomorrow on Black Friday. So I'm sure a lot of Americans, I've heard that there is speculation that tomorrow's match, USA versus England, could be the highest viewed telecast soccer match ever here in the United States. So that would be pretty amazing if that happens. You know, a lot of people having work off for the Thanksgiving weekend and so forth. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of viewers to that game tomorrow. All right, so just a quick rundown of the groups. Group A, we had Ecuador beat Qatar 2-0. We also had Netherlands beat Senegal 2-0. So right now at the top of the table in Group A, we have Netherlands and Senegal tied, each having a win and each having 2 goals for and 0 against. So, and I think those 2 teams play each other in the next Group A fixture, if I'm not mistaken, Netherlands and Ecuador. So hopefully Netherlands can keep the momentum going. Group B, we had England beating Iran big time, 6-2, and surprisingly enough, one of their lead players, their star player Harry Kane, didn't even score a goal, but yet England still won 6-2 over Iran. Pretty amazing. And then obviously here in the U.S. we drew Wales 1-1. Now, Group C, man, like you talked about, so sad that Saudi Arabia upset Argentina. I'm just shocked by that too. I think that broke Argentina's 35-match international unbeaten streak in competitive fixtures. The last time they had lost a competitive fixture, I believe, was in 2019 against Brazil. So I'm just hoping this was a one-off anomaly and that Argentina has a wake-up call from this and can, perform well against Mexico, Poland. You could argue they probably need to win both of those matches, but maybe a win and a draw could be enough to get second place in the group, depending on how the other matches go. So we'll have to see. Even if they draw Mexico or Poland, they might still pull through. So. Group D, we have the defending champions France had a 4-1 win over Australia, showing that the champions curse might just be a fictional thing. Like the last few champions, Italy 2006, Spain 2010, and Germany 2014, all failed to get out of the group stage in the subsequent cup. But I don't see France having a problem with that. I mean, they beat Australia comfortably. Their toughest match in the group will probably be their next one against Denmark. And Denmark wasn't all that impressive having a 0-0 draw against Tunisia. So I think France is going to end that World Cup curse, that champions curse, so to speak. I don't see them having any problems making it to the knockout stage. All right, Group E. Talk about big upsets. Not only Argentina losing, Germany losing to Japan 2-1 as well. And Germany, like Argentina, had a 1-0 lead at halftime, only to see Japan score 2 goals in the second half. So hopefully Hansi Flick can whip those Germans and a lot of those Bayern Munich players into shape that he's so familiar with because he used to coach Bayern Munich. But yeah, Germany's got their work cut out for them because they have to play Spain next. And Spain wiped the floor with Costa Rica 7-0. And people say, oh, Spain's only weakness is they don't have a striker. Well, that match against Costa Rica proved that false. And man, Spain might be one of the teams to really watch out for. So they're going to have to really work hard.
I forget which, if it was 4 years ago or 8 years ago, people were saying that Costa Rica was the upstart team to watch. And now they're just getting trounced.
Yeah, I think they have that really good goalkeeper. He might still be their goalkeeper one. I can't remember if he's retired, but Navas. Yeah, in the 2014 World Cup, when Costa Rica was in the group of death with Italy, Uruguay, and England, Costa Rica having 2 wins and 1 draw in that group was pretty incredible. And they almost made it to the semifinals because in the quarterfinals, they made it all the way to penalty kicks against Netherlands, but Netherlands won in penalties. So, yeah, Costa Rica doesn't quite look like that same team anymore. Group F, the only team to win in Group F, kind of a lackluster start in that group, was Belgium. Belgium won their match 1-0 against Canada, but Croatia and Morocco had a 0-0 draw. So right now, Belgium leading Group F. Group G, we had 2 matches today. We had Switzerland beating Cameroon at 4 o'clock a.m. our time, U.S. Central Time. I was asleep when that was happening. But then we had Brazil beating Serbia 2-0, and we were kind of watching part of that game before and after our Thanksgiving meal here. And Brazil looking pretty strong. Maintaining a lot of possession in that game, that's for sure. And Serbia had really a tough time getting on the ball. So, and then Group H, we had South Korea playing a pretty good match against Uruguay, playing them to a 0-0 draw. Pretty good start for South Korea to not lose that match. And then we had quite the entertaining game that you and I caught quite a bit of with Portugal and Ghana. 0-0 at the half, but in the second half, those offenses just let loose. Man, Cristiano Ronaldo scoring that first penalty and then kind of a back and forth, but altogether, I think Portugal pulling out the win, 3-2 if I remember right. Some offensive fireworks in that second half, so.
Yeah, that was a fun game. Ghana almost getting a goal on Portugal near the end there, almost tying it up. It was an exciting game to watch because you're thinking, oh, Ghana can take it back now. They didn't, but you know, you were at least at the edge of your seat for a lot of it, and you weren't just like, oh yeah, this team, you know, Portugal's just gonna take it away.
Yeah.
But Portugal took it in the end, and that's what counts.
Yep, the end result is what matters. Well, guys, thank you so much for being part of this video. Alex, thank you for taking part as well. Let's do a 1, 2, 3 freeze for a video still. So instead of saying cheese, we'll say freeze because it's going to be for a video still. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Freeze! Guys, thanks for watching. My next installment's going to be video number 12, which I hope will be the second of 4 analyses in the middle of the cup here. So until that video, take care. Happy Thanksgiving.